Hello, I'm the Eternal Newbie. The extra L is for lapse, as in I had a tiny little slight small lapse of judgment. I mean, we all make mistakes, right?
Am I right or am I right? I'm right.
That's why they invented erasers. The events of this happened in my live Adventure League game. I've talked about it before, but if you didn't watch that video, go watch it now. I'll wait. Don't worry, I'm not really going to wait. Now, my character in this game is a dwarven cleric named Resnick. First, let me introduce you to my character. He is Captain Resnick, Hack and Slash Nash. He spent some time as a mercenary and was known for his quick temper. Overall, he's a good guy though. He'll break your legs, but he'll heal you afterwards. He has this quirk where he always talks to the enemy and he never shuts up. He's also quite the gentleman. While he's fighting, he makes sure to introduce himself. For example, when we were fighting the orcs, he downed one and shouted out, "When you get to the afterlife, tell Bane you were sent by Hack and Slash Nash." Or, when he's hit, he'll call the opponent such names as, "You are a pile of horse droppings," or "the scum on the side of a wagon wheel." After all, it is Adventure League, so he has to keep his insults clean. The other players found it hilarious, especially how I never stopped, and how I'd interrupt their turns to shout out random insults like, "You look like an old iron ration," or "You smell like the inside of my boot." We had a full table and were trying to rescue some villagers. We'd previously fought orcs and had come straight to the cave where we knew the villagers were being kept. There were lots of battles. We fought goblins and even a few ogres, but we prevailed and everything looked good as we started down the last passage we had left to explore. There was a huge stalagmite right in the middle with holes in it. We figured the holes were from centuries of water dripping on them, and we were ready to move on. Then an idea struck me. These holes would be the perfect place to hide treasure. Not seeing any kind of downside, I said loudly and clearly, "I'm going to reach my hand into the hole," and walk right up and do it. The table's reaction was mixed.
"Have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it."
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Before I go on, I should mention we'd fought quite a few battles and were looking rough. There were 6 level 3s and 1 level 1. I was actually at full hit points, but our melees were all looking beat up. I'd used all my spells except for a single level 2. The wizard was out of spells, and so was the sorcerer. I reach in, and the DM rolls. A few people at the table were giving me that look, but I confidently said, "He's probably rolling to see what treasure I found." He wasn't rolling to see what treasure I found. It was an attack, and it hit for like 9 bludgeoning damage and 26 acid. I go down like a lump, and initiative is rolled. Today, I met a black pudding, which is a nasty Dungeons & Dragons monster. Luckily, one of the rogues had taken a healer feat, so he got me back up. In the meantime, we learned that pudding split with slashing damage, so we had not 1, but 3 of them on our hands. You might be thinking, after it split the first time, why in the world would you do it again? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the party. I'm just following the scientific method. An experiment has to be repeatable, so really, I'm just doing research. It's the same exact thing Einstein would have done. They can't say much to that. The barbarian goes down first. He was the level 1, and he took enough damage to outright die. I couldn't save him. I'd used my last healing spell to heal myself, so I was sitting alright. Things did not really go well from there. Fast forward a little bit. It's just me left on my feet, spellless and with a longsword that's about 1 hit from falling apart, against the last black pudding. The rest of the team is counting on me, so I swing, calling it road grime, and actually hit and kill it. I'm a hero. I do a victory lap around the store as the others cheer. I manage to stable my party members who are still breathing, and we carry the others back. So really, I saved them. I don't know why they don't see it that way. That was how my innocent search for treasure almost killed my Adventure League party. The other players weren't happy, but if there had been treasure, they would have thought I was a genius. It won't stop me from sticking my hand into any place I can find in the future either. Thanks for watching. Have you ever done something that might be considered really, really stupid like that? Let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, how about a subscribe? And as always, play your character. Don't let your character play you.